And what's up, YouTube? It's Tactical Gimmicks here with another Total War Arena battle on Teutoburg Forest, my favorite map. I hope we're on the east side of the river this time because I hate being on the west side of the river. But we're joined once again by my buddy Jack, who was just pounding away on his keyboard and fat fingering some keys.
Got finger something tonight, Kev.
Yeah, you got a
Kev, baby, what's happening?
dude. You got a
I
fat
forgot.
finger.
I almost forgot right there.
Dude, if you almost forgot your intro, I don't know what's happening in life. That's been a staple of our communication for years
I
now.
I know, but you know what? Fat fingers is something I'm a little sensitive to.
I think that
What do you think, Kev?
it's not the worst thing if you're fingering a girl, if you're fat fingering her.
If
If you
you're
think
fat
about it.
fingered,
Yeah,
oh,
if you
just
think
I'll
about it.
just disappoint them later on.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? All right, all right.
I've got my Fosters going still. I really like Fosters. Even if it's not like actual Australian Fosters, they make it here in the US. I still like it.
Foster's is okay. You know, it's not that great, but whatever.
Not as pumped as I am for these Tullamore deals for St. Patrick's Day. I want to get a free beer koozie. I've already got my Tullamore shot glasses. I've got my Bushmills ice molds, and I'm stoked to get some more free. And Tullamore's on sale. It's like $20 a bottle, so I'm stoked to get some free merch, some free merch with the whiskey that I would already want to get for St. Patrick's Day, anyways. I hope Tullamore sponsors us one day. Or sponsors me. Like fuck you guys. I just want Tullamore to sponsor me because I will plug that product anywhere. I don't
Really,
care.
because I'm a big fan of Bullet Bourbon. Bullet
Dude,
Bourbon.
Bullet's good.
We're always giving you a good time, whether it's our rye edition or it's our regular bourbon edition. Bullet, we've got what you want.
um Oh, I just had some Cav players seriously fuck up a play. Um but that's fine. We're still gonna
All
make it
right.
happen.
Hey, Kev, I got a question for you. So, like, what do you feel about email signatures?
I mean mine at work is pretty basic.
Yeah, basic, right? What do you feel about like people who put quotes at the end of their email signature?
Oh, that's tacky. That's tacky
Okay,
and
so
unprofessional.
here's the quote of an email signature I'm looking at right now. Someone has theirs as out of clutter, find simplicity. From discord, find harmony. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Quote, Albert Einstein.
That's somebody from your work?
No, no, this is just someone I know in my regular life.
Huh. I don't know how I feel about that. That's
I don't like it. If you want me to, I'll
oh,
just throw it out there right now. It's like, what are you like, an organizer? Is that
dude.
what you're trying to say? Like I'll clear the clutter from your closet if you pay me. You know,
Do
like one of
you
those people.
do you remember that resume that I shared around with our group of friends? The girl that talked
Yes,
about
I
being
remember
lukewarm.
that.
Oh my god, dude, that reminds me of that. So for anybody that's assuming, I did a stint with a staffing firm doing sales and recruiting, and so I read a lot of resumes, and I've got a pretty good handle on what is and isn't acceptable in the realm of what you should put on your resume. And I read this resume that I would love to post. I still have it saved. I still have it saved, and I don't know if I could get into like legal trouble from posting this resume up or not. But oh fucking shit. Um, I've got this Cav player that's like trying to help me, but I need to be in a phalanx to win this battle. and he's really not
Fucking
helping the team here.
fool.
Well, he keeps charging.
His Good Samaritan ship, you know?
Yeah, fuck, and like he keeps charging at the enemy and hitting my phalanx while he's doing it and taking friendly fire, and he's nuking my score. He's nuking my score and killing his own troops while he's doing it, but he keeps doing it. Um, so anyway, I had this resume from this girl, and she posted her picture on it, and you know what? She's attractive. I'm not gonna lie, she's an attractive individual. But what followed on, and the picture wasn't just like a LinkedIn picture that you would see for some people. It was a black and white photo in an old timey dress, but like a nice dress, like think like Great Gatsby, in kind of a risque pose, and that was on the front page of this individual's resume. She had thought
What
that
kind of risque pose?
just like the back against the wall with the leg cocked up, and like heel against the wall with one heel
That's
planted on
not
the
that
floor.
risque. You're so conservative,
Well,
Kev.
in a really tight dress that was probably revealing from a different angle. I would argue
I
that
mean,
that
don't you wanna look good when you're applying for a job?
you do. Um, You definitely do, but that's a little much for a resume, especially since putting a picture of yourself on your resume is like totally out of style.
No,
So
that's weird. That's
yeah,
weird.
so this is a picture. This is on the front page of this individual's resume, and then she had written essentially 4 pages of paragraphs about why you should hire her, with a fifth page about her work history, and the it was all revolved around how you need to hire, like telling the prospective resume reader that they needed, not just that she thought, but they needed to hire somebody that was hot, and that was hot from a professional standpoint and an energy standpoint, and that was willing to take risks and willing to be creative and willing to be assertive, and that and she used this buzzword numerous times, that she didn't think that people needed to hire lukewarms, like lukewarm water, and that it wasn't worth your time to hire lukewarms, and that she didn't waste her time with lukewarms, and that she wasn't a lukewarm, that she was a hot applicant that you needed to hire. And then what really killed it, what really put it all together from, I'm working at a staffing firm. I'm doing sales and recruiting. I'm reading resumes for people who I would then think, I'm going to bring this person in, and if they interview well, I'm going to try to sell them to a client. I'm going to try to turn around to a client, and I'm going to try to say, hey, I found an applicant that I think you should pay me
Yeah,
money
she's not
to
lukewarm.
hire.
She's hot, Kev.
She's not, so she's a hot
I
applicant.
think she's
But
hot. She's not lukewarm.
But she applied to a customer service position. And in her background, she had the only thing in her background, the only professional experience this individual had in her background, was she had 2 customer service roles. And then she decided to leave customer service and start her own company doing, I couldn't even understand what her company did, but supposedly then for the next 8 years she had been running this company and making money, somehow doing who knows what. And she had 2 customer service roles, and even in her resume said that she left customer service because she didn't want to be working in an environment where she felt like she wasn't the boss of herself and in charge of her own actions, and that prompted her to leave and start her own company. And she said, I would never be that person again. I would never be the person again that was lukewarm and just doing what they were told, and doing like essentially a standard 9 to 5 job. So I left the customer service industry and started my own company. I've been doing that for 8 years, and I'm not a lukewarm, and I'm a hot person. And yet here she is applying to a customer service role for a standard 9 to 5, not even directly on a company website, but through a fucking staffing firm, through a fucking headhunter, that is to anybody that knows anything about recruiting and anybody that's done any type of job hunting. People have an idea that recruiters don't have their best interests at heart, and that is half true. They do have your best interests at heart if you are a hot applicant. If you are a hot applicant, then we are going to take you and we're going to send your resume to as many people as possible, and we are going to try to get them to pay us to hire you. And that's why if you're a good applicant and you're a hot applicant and you've got great experience and you look good on paper, you look good in person, and you interview great, a staffing firm is going to be your best friend. But don't send a resume to a staffing firm preaching about how you're this hot piece of shit in a completely made up format that you just decided, I think this is going to be the best way to get me a job. And then in that format describe how you used to work in a standard 9 to 5, but you don't want that anymore, and then apply to a standard 9 to 5. It fucking blew my mind. And the saddest thing about it all, is had I interviewed that person, and had I just told her, hey, take the last page of your resume with your work history, and just make that your resume. Delete all of this fucking bullshit that you've written, and take out the picture, even though you're an attractive person. Take all of it out. I probably could have placed her in a job. If that was her attitude, even if she was crazy, I probably could have placed her in a job because the competition out there is so fucking weak, especially from our generation, Jack. It is so goddamn weak. I probably could have found that person a job, but I elected not to interview her because I had other hotter things going on. But if it had been a slow week, I probably would have interviewed that person. I
I
actually
mean, she was lukewarm, Kev.
she
Or
was
she
lukewarm.
wasn't lukewarm.
No, she wasn't lukewarm. I actually saved her resume with the, you know what, if it's a slow week, I'm going to call this person up and I'm going to interview her. And I was kind of hoping that if that had happened and I had interviewed her, that she was a basket case and that it would have made a better story. But just don't be that person. Don't make your resume like that. Uh, don't do that. That's a bad idea. It's, that was one of the more interesting resumes I saw, and I saw everything. I saw resumes with polka dots. I saw plenty of resumes with pictures. I saw resumes with reasons for leaving jobs that weren't even like not like just don't do that. But like people that were like, oh, I left a job because I got laid off, and it was like, why would you put that on an application? Or not laid off. It was like, oh, like I got fired from a job. Or like, oh, I did this and I got fired from a job, and they put that on their resume or their application. It's like, don't put that down. Don't do. I know that you think that you're being honest and it's going to help, but it's going to not, because there's somebody else with the same exact experience of you that doesn't have that, that's going to show up and probably fudge the truth or outright lie about why they lost their previous jobs, and they're going to get the job over you. But yeah,
I didn't lie to get my job.
yeah, you did.
No, you didn't.
You didn't want to get hired by the company you work for?
No, I didn't. I didn't lie to them.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't want to get hired by them. Yeah, but dude, you've never been fired from a job for just being.
That was close. I've been close.
I feel like I should bring out more staffing firm stories. I'm gonna do that. We just hit the title screen. We just won our battle, so we're doing pretty good. I feel like I should bring up some more staffing firm stories. So if you like the staffing firm stories, hit the comment section, hit the like and subscribe button, and I can talk about some of the interesting people that I interviewed at the staffing firm. I had one lady make sexual implications to me, not like she wanted to sleep with me, but sexual implications about her personal life, which was really weird. I've read so many. Actually have a folder with like 5 or 6 of the oddest resumes that I've ever seen. Um, and that was that. And I've had some weird sales calls with people too, like really weird people that worked for weird companies that I then tried to sell people to. Um, that would probably make some good stories as well. So again, hit that comment section, and like Jack and I have been saying in our other videos, we're bullshitters, and most of the stuff that we say are just our opinions. They may not be founded on concrete universal fact. So if you want to jump in and you want to go toe to toe with us, we would welcome it at this point, and we look forward to hearing from you.